He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Boise State's offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arizona's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. And this guy gets into the second level. Watch out. He can hit a home run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Flips it out on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Pulls it in. It's good. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go.
Trying to slam in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Try to barge their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Single back formation, and they give it to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Arizona in a hurry. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Wildcats are flying down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes the grab. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They are up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Arizona right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man on the right.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Got the back over the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive.
Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona in a hurry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires to the tight end. So now it's second and long.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A little release to the back.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Takes the easy one to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
29 Phillies. 2-9 Phillies.
Off the RPO, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set. Get set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Hunt is on its way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Out midfield, he's got room. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Almost has the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Boise State! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And that's tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. They've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. He'll start this drive firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. The Broncos will try to pick it up on 4th down. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Zings it complete to the right. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Gives it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Right back to the well. Just ran over it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Showing off the arm. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. They run the reverse. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them?
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Trevino. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Corners are going to bail. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.